Good morning. It's Thursday, May 14th. Today's video is going to be 7-3 Systems by Elimination quiz. Now, I should clarify that this week we've been doing systems of elimination using addition and subtraction. Next week, we will learn how to do it with multiplication. And that's actually the last thing we're going to do this year because I've been told no new work after the 20th. So we're going to throw Alex out next week. We'll do the introductory video on Monday, practice on Tuesday, quiz on Wednesday, and then we're done. And just be trying to get you all to get your work turned in before the end of the grading period, which is going to be the 27th. Okay. So on this video, I'll take you through the problems on the Systems by Elimination quiz. The only tricky part about this one is that I have mixed up the ones that you need to add and the ones you need to subtract. So I'm going to focus on helping you know which one's which. I have a couple of Pinterest posts. 0 is just a portal between positive and negative numbers. I knew you guys are math lovers and you would understand that. When you were a kid, was it your life goal to make it 360 degrees around the top bar? You know, on Tuesdays now, I teach my grandsons. They're 4 and 6. And so I'm teaching preschool and kindergarten every Tuesday, trying to help my daughter out. And they have a swing set in the backyard, and they're very small, but they've already got that life goal. Okay, the secret word for credit for the video today is your favorite fast food place. If I had to pick one fast food place, I think it would be Chick-fil-A. That's pretty much my favorite. All right, let me pause this and hop on over to Edge Elastic, and I'll show you the problems on the quiz. Okay, here we are. This is question number 1. Solve the system by elimination. So you're going to need paper and pencil by your side. Negative 4x resists the temptation to do this in your head, those of you who think you can do everything in your head. And 2x plus 5y equals negative 3. When you look at the problem, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, can I just add these together and have one of the variables drop out? Or do I need to go ahead and multiply everything by negative 1, at least everything in one equation, so that one of the variables will drop out? Well, I see here that I have a negative 5y and a positive 5y. All I have to do is add those two together, and the y's are going to cancel out. So this is a problem I can solve with addition, all right? Negative 4x plus 2x is negative 2x, and negative 9 and negative 3 is negative 12. Then we divide both sides by negative 2, and we get x equals 6. From there, we take the 6 and we plug it into one of the original equations, your choice, to arrive at our y value. All right, so clearly either A or B is going to be the correct answer for this one. And I think since we figured out that x is 6, we might have figured out what answer it is. Just a guess. Let's look at the next one. Okay. All right. And like I said, I mixed these up, so we're going to have to go through each one and figure out if it's addition or subtraction. Negative 2x minus 2y equals negative 16, and 2x plus 2y equals 6. Now, we see that we have a positive and a negative 2x. You might have also noticed that we have a positive and negative 2y. So this is going to be one of those problems where, is it a true statement or is it not? Because we get 0 on the left and we get negative 10 on the right. Those are not equal. That is not a true statement. And if it's not a true statement, there are no solutions. Moving on with this next one. We have negative 3x minus 3y equals negative 6, and 5x minus 3y equals 26. Now notice in all the problems we've done this week, everything has been lined up for you. Next week, I think I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to throw in some that aren't lined up. A little more challenging for you guys. Okay. A positive, wait, first I have to ask myself, am I adding or am I subtracting in this problem? Well, I see that my matching terms here are really matching. They're not opposite like I need them to be. So my goal is going to be to multiply one or the other of these equations by -1. Well, since the first one is all negative, that's going to be the easiest one to do. If I multiply this entire equation by -1, it makes this positive, it makes this plus, and it makes this positive. I like positive numbers. Now I could just add the equations together. So that gives me 8x. These cancel out here, equals 32. If we divide both sides by 8, we will know what x is, and then we can plug the x value into either one of the original equations to find the y value. Okay? It's a quiz. I'm not doing the whole thing for you. All right. This is number 4. Okay, so we have 4x plus 5y equals 9, and 4x plus 5y equals 12. Some of you may have caught on by now that when you have, the same on this side and different on this side, it's just not going to work out. Sometimes you just know. If we were to multiply one of these equations by -1, which obviously we have to because these are matches, we would end up with -4x, -5y, and -12, which is going to give us 0 on the left-hand side because this cancels out and this cancels out. So we have 0 on the left, and we're going to have -3 on the right. Because that's a false statement, that means there's no solution to this system of equations. Okay. Right, moving on. Let's see. Notice here that these terms are identical. So this means we're going to have to subtract, or we're going to have to change the signs of one of the equations. Equals 14. Yeah, it's kind of interesting teaching preschool and kindergarten. That's a whole new thing for me. This week we did activities based on the book Dragons Love Tacos, and we made tacos for lunch. That was totally fun. I hid dragons all over the house. They had to find them. Alrighty, so if we add these two together, we're going to have 10y. We don't want that. We want y to drop out. So we need to change the signs in one of these equations. Go ahead and change all the signs in the first one. When I do that, what I'm doing is multiplying everything in that equation by -1. Okay? That will give me 6x plus 2x is 8x. My y's drop out. And -14 plus 22 is 8. I think you can take this one from there. The next one, as we go, I'm going to give you less and less help because I expect you to be able to do this. The next one we have is 7x plus 3y equals -21, and -7x minus 3y equals 21. Now, when you're faced with a problem like this, you've already noticed that this left-hand side is going to completely cancel out. Those cancel and those cancel just by adding. And that gives us 0. But it doesn't necessarily mean this is no solutions, because you'll notice that on the right-hand side, these also cancel out. So this results in a true statement, and true statements have infinite solutions. Okay, so I did that one for you. Don't expect me to be so nice in the future. All right, this is number 7. All right, let's see. We have matching terms for the 3 x's. So 3x minus 6y equals -30. And then we also have 3x minus y equals -25. Okay. Well, we do have matching terms, which is a problem. We need these to be opposites. So I'm going to multiply, let's multiply the second one by -1. That will change the sign of each of the terms. There. And now these x's cancel out. -6y plus y is -5y. And -30 plus +25 is +5. Dividing both sides by -5, we get that y is, I think you can do that one. This is question number 8. This one is 2x plus 7y equals 15. I really thought by now I'd be better at writing on this board. Negative 2x minus 9y equals negative 17. Can we just add these two together? Heck yeah, we can. These are opposites, so they cancel out. And positive 7 and a negative 9 gives us negative 2y. And a negative 17 plus a positive 15 is also a negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 2, and you'll have that one. Question number 9. Come on, Ben, where are you? There you go. Question number 9, negative x plus 2y equals negative 6, and negative x plus 7y equals negative 1. Checking for matching terms. Here we have a negative x and a negative x. We need these to have opposite signs. So we're going to go through and multiply one of the equations by negative 1. It will change the signs of everything in the equation. Okay. Now these will cancel out when we add them together. 2y plus negative 1y is 1y, and negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. So what happened there? Oh, that's not a 1y. I'm like, that's not even one of the choices. This isn't a 1y, it's a 7y. So positive 2 and negative 7 is negative 5y. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so not going to go any further with that one. I've screwed it up enough. And the last question on the quiz, can't even read my own handwriting. Last question on the quiz is 7x minus 4y equals 7, and negative 6x plus 4y equals negative 2. Can we just add these, or do we need to change signs? We can just go ahead and add these because negative 4y and positive 4y are opposites and cancel out. 7x minus 6x is 1x, and 7 plus negative 2 is 5. Okay? Now you just have to plug the 5 into one of these other equations to figure out which one of these is the correct answer. Okay? That's all I'm going to do for you today. I think that this was a fairly straightforward section, and I think that you should all be very successful. If you have any questions, of course, you're free to email me, call me, text me. Love to hear from you. I also have a Zoom meeting every Monday at noon. All right? You guys have a great rest of your week and a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.